guys, kalian.
Oh, kombinasiin dulu teman-teman, kombinasiin. Nice. What the hell? Apa itu, Cok? Udah kayak Las Plagas, anjing.
Oh my god. This is getting worse.
Oh, bener kesini, cuy. Ini gue belum pernah kesini ya? Belum pernah kesini gue. Nice progress. Fuck! No! Banyak banget, geng. Anjing, bener-bener kayak kumpulan mini boss, Cok. Woi, pelar gua. Gak ada lagi, Cok. Mushroom 6. Please. Bisa nggak? Kabur. Banyak banget, Cok. Impossible, geng. Oh, merinding gua, Cok. Kabur. Oh. Anjing, merinding gua, cuy, sumpah. Anjing, peluru gua cuma 2 magnum, Cok. Enggak mau itu. Oke. Oh shit. Sumpah dia dari segmen itu ini dia. Oh, ada itu. Nice. Gak ada bisoknya tapi gak ada itunya.
Jadi mau minta es buah boleh ke nenek.
Nice. Oke. Satu lagi teman-teman, satu lagi, geng. Kayak puzzle gitu ya. Anjir. Wait. Oke, ini. Apa gua harus ngebawa yang lain harusnya? Ngebawa apa namanya? Papan catur yang lain. Harusnya ya. Ini mana sih? Kalau satu gak bisa ya? Ketutup. Gak bisa, Cok. Bentar sih, ini mana sih dia? Oh, di atas sininya laptopnya. Woi. Oh. Banyak. Apa kita harus balik lagi, geng? Beneran kah? Senjata, Cok. Wah, anjing. Oke. Chemical flamethrower, Cok. Oke. Berarti kita nggak bisa, Jing. Pakai Mana gua tahu yang harus di bawah ya, itunya ya. Kita harus balik lagi ke atas, ambil. Kita harus balik ke atas, ambil, balik lagi ke bawah, tapi ada monster. Lo ada aja, emang set time gue tadi di mana emang? Jam berapa? 3.36 anjing 14 menit yang lalu nyet. Di mana gue cek? Oh ini 43. 7 menit yang lalu sih. Tapi ini udah di server ya? Coba. Bentar. Serius itu aja? Hah? Sabar. Coba dulu geng ya. Coba dulu teman-teman, bentar. Gue lupa juga tempatnya cok. Gak mau. Oke, sabar. Gue oke. Kok enggak? Oh. Wait. Kok ada 2 anjing? Emang ada 2 ya? Oke, gue fakta nih. Lewat anjing di macet. Gue pakai buat bunuh zombie gue jelas coy. Ya. Terus tadi gue ngebuka pintu ini tuh gimana sih? Gue tancap dalam kan? Ini anjing. Bener teman-teman ya. Gue harus balik lagi cok. Oke, jalannya kemana geng? Ada jalan pintas gak ya anjing? Fuck. Oke. Fuck. Oke, dia aman. Babu! Pisau! Kabur aja. Ada pisau ya. It's okay. Geng, peluru 0 semua. Cuman tetap aja anjing. Anggap aja kayak gue balikin nih. Terus kayak peluru gue gimana? Peluru gue gimana nyet? Mana sih tadi? Nih. Gak ada peluru gue cok. Ayo gue tanggalnya mana anjing? Di blok oh ini. Ini fakta, ini big fakta cok. Wah, anjing, gimana cara gue survive di keadaan ini coy? Ini terlalu impossible geng, sumpah geng ya. Bisa nggak main tanpa peluru? Bisa nggak ya? Lah? Oh iya benar-benar. Ke itu kan, ke apa namanya? Middle room kan, si itunya. Lah, turunnya ke lower cok. Ada peluru anjing. Control room ya ini, enggak ini bener. Anjing gila geng ini geng mapnya gak tahu cok, gua agak bisa navigasiin map di sini cok anjing. Sini kah? Satu, dua, tiga sini di bawah. Game A. Gak bisa cok, impossible aja. Impossible di sini. Ini game, enggak. Kebayang mode hardcore ya anjing. Impossible cok, literally impossible-nya, sumpahnya. Literally impossible cok, anjing harus gua bawa anjing gitu anjing. Apa sebenarnya bisa nggak sih pakai dua catur yang tadi King and Queen buat nge-solve puzzle yang di area ini, bisa nggak sebenarnya geng? Yang tadi kan kita ke bawah nih, ada dua ini kan. Sebenarnya bisa nggak sih kita selesain di sini? Atau emang nggak bisa? Emang harus kita bawa aja? Emang kita harus bawa +1 di sini? Gue penasaran aja cuy, apakah emang ini puzzle yang kayak gue gak kepikiran aja? Hah, ya itu lucu. Tapi emang good design geng. Emang kayak puzzle-nya tuh kayak, anjing itu lah. Good design cuy, sumpah. Bener-bener lu harus. Tapi kalau misalnya orang yang gak buta map, gue yakin mereka bakal smooth sih. Soalnya ini tuh kayak tantangannya buat yang gak apal gitu nyet, ya. Serius. Tantangannya itu buat orang yang gak apal map harus kemana, bukan kayak real puzzle-nya. Ya. Kalau orang yang tahu kesini kayak pasti gampang, ngambil sini pasti gampang cok, ya. Ya kayaknya kita harus udahan dulu teman-teman, kita load aja teman-teman ya. Udah jam 6 juga cuy. Kayaknya impossible geng, kita load yang ini aja teman-teman ya. Di mana sih kita? Oke, gue di sini, peluru 16, shotgun gue 3. Kita bawa semua aja gitu ya? Ini tuh lah, tapi logikanya bentar. Kayaknya emang logikanya kalau kita bawa ini pun kan beda-beda piece-nya anjir. Gak mungkin, cok. Bukan maksudnya ya, bukan gara-gara harus ngambil lagi. Emang itu puzzle aja, cok. Kayaknya ya. Iya sih. Iya, ini kan kayak gak ada ya. Ini gak ada ratu sama raja di sini. Ini kuda. Ini benteng. Ini pion. Kayak logikanya pasti misalnya kita bawa ini pun nggak bisa dicolokin, Cok. Ya udah teman-teman, ntar gue pikirin lagi aja ya. Aman-aman, gak akan nyontek cuy. Ya kita ya, nikmatin aja gamenya teman-teman ya. Tapi emang ini game susah sih cuma menurut gue ya. Kayaknya gue gak pernah se-struggle ini anjing. Walaupun gue nyasar di game apapun ya. Cuman game ini kayak bener-bener nyasarnya parah sih anjing. Ya kayak gue harus, kita harus makan dulu aja teman-teman ya. Ntar kita lanjut lagi mungkin besok atau ya pokoknya kalau besok free gue langsung live lagi sih. Tiap hari live teman-teman ya buat ngobrol, oke? Terima kasih teman-teman yang udah like, subscribe, donate, sangat gue apresiasi cuy. Intinya mudah-mudahan game ini tamat sebelum requiem ya, intinya itu ya teman-teman ya. By the way, abis Leon tuh ada skenario kedua Claire. Dan kalau misalnya gue mainin Claire harus ngelewatin map lagi. Gue gak tahu sih cuy. Ya teman-teman, selamat berbuka puasa buat yang berpuasa. Ya, nakama cuy, peace out. Ya, bye-bye.
Enggak. 21 nih, bukan 20 sob. 21 nih. Lu mulai mekan tuh. Oh, tiba-tiba patah sih kapan? Lu mulai mekan tuh, sob.
Bisa 2-0 juga sih ya, mouse ya.
Nah, lihat hater saya tuh Usop.
Nggak, biar gua celeternya itu jadi 2-0 Tundra. Ya.
Mana sampai kau janjikan makannya jangan telat, ye. Tadi udah 40 gua, kocak.
Iya juga, belum push up ya Michael ya?
Terusin aja lu ya. Terusin aja lu ya, dasar kamu kurang pintar. Nah, udah mulai nih. Challenge-nya udah mulai ya.
Bohong. Yakin lu udah mulai challenge?
Ingat ya guys. Jadi nanti ada challenge nih, ya kan? Yang kan ini kan lagi bulan puasa, ya kan? Yang berkata kasar, ya. Nanti push up 5 ya, sekali berkata kasar ya. Yang pure, ngeband, ya. Tanggung jawab lo sama Tuhan. Gitu. Kalau lu berkata kasar, lu nggak mau push up, tanggung jawab lu sama Tuhan, nih. Puasa lu titipan tuh ya.
Ini nggak boleh ngatain. Oke, di bulan puasa ini nggak boleh ngatain.
Catat.
Kalau 1 kali berkata kasar, punishment-nya apa, Kel?
5 kali push up.
5 kali push up, oke ya. Dimulai sekarang nih.
Hah? Boleh, dimulai sekarang, gas.
Oke. Belum pada kumpul nih viewer-viewernya.
Belum pada diinformasikan. Termasuk viewer juga ya. Tanggung jawabnya bukan sama caster, tanggung jawabnya sama Tuhan aja. Ya.
Oh kena tuh ya berarti ada ya.
Berat tuh ya. Coy, gua kalau siang jual pecel ya beda ya, bukan ketoprak coy, pecel.
Dipin. Seniat itu kan, challenge-nya kita pin ya.
Kotak pembohong.
Gimana gitu? 1 kali, ngomong jorok sama dengan 5 kali push up. Masa perlu dipin anjir? Oh itu udah ya khusus Michael tuh ya, kan di kiri ya teksnya ya.
Khusus gua banget tuh ya. Sengaja lu bikin orang kesel deh. Sengaja nih, ini yang kayak gini-gini nih, tanggung jawabnya sama Tuhan ya biarin. Ya.
Kebanyakan 5 kali. Trust issue kita ngeliat kita gitu.
Ya udah ditukar dah jadi 3 gimana nah.
3 ya. Nego dulu, nego.
3. Nego dulu jadi 3 deh.
Oke, 3 masuk akal sih. 3 masuk akal.
3 masuk akal sih. Kayaknya 5 terlalu ini takutnya keceplosan 4 kali udah 20 aja kan gak enak ya. 20 kali ya.
3. Make sense.
Ngap juga ngap.
Kalau mocel 5 kali nggak apa-apa, kuat dia.
Iya. Usop juga kuat sih. Usop tuh bagaikan kontak. Kontak kan nyimpan air di pundak apa sih namanya? Bukan pundak apa sih? Pundung. Usop di leher tuh. Simpen tenaganya tuh. Udah disimpan sama dia, udah ready dia kapanpun. Push up 100, 200 kali, kuat dia. Punduk. Masuk. Tuh siapa Adam? Adam. Kena lu Dam, 3 kali lu
Bener, Michael ngatain gue ya?
Enggak lah, itu kan memuji. Loh, berbeda. Beda.
Ngatain gue itu.
Itu kan memuji. Mana ada. Kena Mas Adam. Kacau. Aduh. Belum juga mulai udah kena ini mah.
Kata apa lagi guys yang nggak boleh ya? Aduh refleks nih gua biasanya ngekes bahaya nih.
Perbedaan daerahnya 7/10.
Dagu sama ini ya. Kiri.
Lihat, itu ngatain orang. Itu ngatain orang tuh. Itu ngatain orang. Itu ngatain orang. Lah. Itu mah ngatain fisik. Lihat guys.
Tadi lu ngatain leher gua. Wah. Lah
beda dong. Lu kan cuma bilang dagu tanpa konteks. Kalau gua kan ada konteksnya. Beda dong. 3. Catat
konteksnya
ya.
apa?
Usop 3.
Kagak ada.
3. Sawara-bara ya. Sawara-bara.
Kagak ada.
Usop 3.
Enggak. Dagu itu kan ini ya.
Maksudnya apa? Coba jelasin nih. Coba keluarin. Jelasin nih.
Emang
maksudnya
selalu
apa ini?
Kalau orang dibilang dagu emang negatif itu? Enggak negatif ya.
Nah, terus.
Ya bisa aja positif gitu. Lu punya dagu yang benar-benar keren gitu kan. Lu pengen punya dagu kayak lu.
Ya.
Suara gua kurang kedengeran. Masa kedengeran nanti suaranya? Cek.
Suara gua kayak gitu ya, kah?
Nggak ada perubahan settingan sih, harusnya aman sih. Mentang-mentang bebas ya.
Tapi gue udah lama gak nonton Tundra. Mbah, gue cuma ngeliat klip-klipnya Emon doang, main Phoenix.
Emon main Phoenix?
Iya, yang dia nolongin Pure lawan Team Speed.
Oh, itu ada miss chance-nya ya?
Iya.
Oh iya.
Insta story gua.
Di Tundra ya itu ya ininya.
Tundra
Gua
punya.
ngeliat sih. Keren banget ya. Nggak pukulannya jadi bener-bener kurang 1 hit ya itu ya?
Iya. Nggak kurang 1 hit sih. Apa? Gara-gara udah nggak ada mana aja. Jadi pukulannya nggak berasa.
Miss chance-nya bukannya Radi. Ada dari Phoenix juga guys. Jadi
dari Phoenix juga.
Radi juga. Ya, Phoenix juga. Ini tukang pijet komplek mana lu ajak nge-cash?
Aman ya. Itu sama Tuhan ya. Aturannya ntar sama Tuhan ya.
Vokalis guys dia. Vokalis terkenal emang ini ya susah undangnya. Ini lagi ikut. Ini siapa sih namanya? Lupa gua.
Seletri.
Bukan, emang iya. Iya, Seleri ya?
Seleri, masa lu nggak tahu? Sering juara padahal.
Lupa gua.
Kenalin.
Dulu yang
Lihatnya
yang
karena rambutnya gondrong sih sekarang. Seleri.
Iya dulu di ini nggak gondrong kan ya?
Ya,
Kayak ini nih. Itu yang pakai kacamata udah rada-rada kayaknya.
Terima kasih ya Bang Sugeng. Thank you.
Thank you ya Sugeng.
Sakit dada, sakit ibu, bukan sakit mata. Mata berair doang. Ini gara-gara efek pakai kacamata ini kelamaan jadi berair. Itu tuh dia tuh tadi tuh.
Mana?
Fotonya. Ya itu kan. Udah lewat.
Oh, gua nggak lihat lagi kelewatan.
Covid, wah apa iya ya? Jangan-jangan Covid lagi gua.
Kalau salah ada virus apa gitu baru ya?
Iya. Covid baru ya katanya.
Gak tahu sih banyak ya. Sekarang apa-apa ada virus apa gitu kayak dibilang, oh ini bakal jadi COVID baru nih ya.
Iya, jir ngeri banget ya. Gue sih, Tuhan sih belum pernah kena ya. Gue nggak tahu gue pernah kena tapi gue nggak sadar atau gimana gitu. Tapi gue belum pernah yang sampai kayak full kenok gitu.
Lu pernah kena COVID dulu?
Gue yakin gue pasti pernah kena sob. Tapi gue nggak sadar gitu.
Kayak
Bukan yang sampai
gua kira, kayak lu kira ini kayak sakit biasa gitu, kayak sakit lemes,
iya,
meriang
pasti
biasa.
yakin gua.
Alasan pakai kacamata hitam sama
Lagi tergoreng gua. Oh, lu tergoreng.
Tapi lu ini ya pernah sampai hilang rasa gitu nggak? Waktu
Hilang
COVID.
rasa pernah, tapi nggak sakit. Gua makan kok kayak hambar ya. Tapi sehari 2 hari doang, habis itu sehat lagi.
Tadi sabar ya, seseorang itu iya, Ian Kasela ya ini ya. Emang agak susah makanya gue coba berinteraksi dengan Ian Kasela ini. Jadi
Ian
waktu
Kasela ini. Bentar lagi ditangkep sob lu.
Tapi gue
Ian Kasela, lu.
juga waktu COVID kayak pernah ngerasa, oh ini gue COVID nih kayaknya. Tapi karena kayak langsung satu rumah itu kena gitu. Cuma nggak nyampe
berarti
yang
gara-gara lu sob. Udah sob, gara-gara lu udah.
kagak dulu gara-gara cici gua dari Jakarta. Nah, habis itu dia pulang. Nah, itu nggak tahu siapa yang kena nextnya kayak udah barengan aja gitu kena. Tapi
Nggak, kalau nggak bisa nyium, gua bisa.
Tapi gua
Makan
nggak sampai
doang,
hilang rasa gitu.
Nah, gue makan hambar, gue inget. Kayaknya makanannya nggak enak, Sob.
Iya sih, cuman masih ada rasanya lah, nggak yang gimana gitu.
Iya, rasanya ada, cuma kayak hambar. Kayak rasanya kayak berkurang gitu loh. Padahal gue beli di tempat yang sama.
Tapi bawaannya kayak, ya udah pengen tidur terus kayak seharian nggak ngapa-ngapain gitu ya.
Ah, kalau itu gue nggak pernah, gue nggak
Oh gitu.
gue kayak gitu waktu vaksin. Nah, kalau waktu vaksin pertama
Oh vaksin juga, iya
Wah,
vaksin.
gila, vaksin pertama udah kamu meninggal, bro. 2 hari
Iya.
Gila. 2 hari cowok.
Tapi yang teorinya itu kayak cuma buat nakut-nakutin atau kayak maksudnya kena banget juga kan orang.
Gak tahu sih. Ya,
Cuman vaksinnya gue jujur ya, vaksinnya gue nggak tahu itu beneran ngefek apa kayak formalitas buat warganya tenang gitu kayak.
nggak tahu juga sih gue. Gue yang penting biar nggak banyak ribet sih. Soalnya dulu tuh kalau misalnya lu nggak vaksin, lu nggak bisa kemana-mana, Cok.
Iya kan ada
Pesawat
ini
juga nggak boleh, nggak bisa naik pesawat. Loh.
dikasih
Waktu
sertifikatnya.
itu kan gue sempet ke Batam, makanya gue mau nggak mau harus vaksin. Jadi gue kayak ya, what choice do I have, bro?
Ke mall aja nggak bisa kan? Nggak salah.
Iya, ke mall juga nggak bisa lu kalau vaksin.
Kemana-mana
Camping lu
emang
nggak
kayak
boleh.
harus ini ya.
Iya, udah nggak boleh.
Ini obrolan malam-malam gini.
Obrolan
Tiba-tiba
malam-malam kan.
inget-inget obrolannya kayak gini ya.
Iya.
Imun lagi simulasi tahun COVID ya jadi kenop.
Nah, lagi simulasi tuh ya. Nah, sebenarnya lebih ke buat ini aja sih, buat biar nggak ngeribetin diri sendiri sih. Gue kalau dibilang percaya mah percaya aja sih. Sebenarnya gue lebih kayak kurang tahu sih, jadi nggak ini juga. Cuman gue diharuskan untuk mempermudah hidup gue kan. Kalau nggak gue nggak bisa kemana-mana, coy.
Ya, tapi
Ke mall nggak bisa.
ada yang ampe stres nggak kayak kalau gua kan orangnya kayak nggak pernah keluar nih ya. Jadi kayak waktu COVID kayak ya udah masih di rumah aja gitu kan.
Kalau gue sih nggak ada
Internetan.
bedanya sih.
Ya bagi gua nggak ada bedanya gitu ya. Mungkin
Sama
kayak
gua juga.
ada
Mungkin
orang yang
buat orang-orang ekstrovert ya kali ya.
ekstrovert ya kan. Iya kayak wah gua seharian di rumah terus nggak bisa nih anjir. Gua kayak harus keluar gitu. Bagi mereka stres kali ya kalau kayak gitu ya.
Mas Bocil lo pernah vaksin campak gak tau? Tahu ya bang. Lo pernah kena cacar air tuh? Cacar air lu pernah gak Sob? Pernah Sob?
Cacar
Ya,
air
kayak-
udah pernah. Lu
Nah.
belum?
Udah.
Udah.
Katanya
Biasanya
cuma pernah bisa sekali seumur hidup kan? Atau kayak
iya. Sekali.
sekali kok.
Udah pas kecil kan biasanya. Lu pas kapan tuh?
Iya pas sekolah ya.
SD ya kayaknya.
SD ya.
Ya itu sih sakit semua sih. Gua kayaknya malah kayak ada bekasnya ya masih ya beberapa. Karena kalau pecah kan kayak bekas itu. Lu nggak ada ya?
Gue bekas sisa ini doang. Sayang jatuh bareng Julio sampai sekarang tuh. Gue liat
Oh
ya?
gitu.
Datang. Tuh.
Oh,
Hilang.
iya.
Yang parahnya di sini sih, sampai hitam gitu. Beda kulit cuy. Beda kulit cuy. Potion gitu kan kasih apa gitu. Biar ini cuma kan well. cowok.
NSF.
Handedly won this one.
I mean, I think it's quite interesting. I think for as long as Tundra's been, like when they were really, really dominant, even then they were dropping games to Mouse. So there seems to be like a stylistic thing here, where Mouse kind of are a good matchup against Tundra. Because I feel like Tundra, generally speaking, they're like a very stable team and they have a good matchup against most teams, but they seem to have some struggles against specific teams, which in my mind is Liquid, and Mouse is kind of like growing into that. I wouldn't say they're quite there yet, but I would... Imagine if you're Mouse and you had to pick between like some of the best teams in the world, this is one of the teams you would pick to play against.
The return of mid one is something I did not have on my 2026 calendar.
So I almost feel like no one kind of opened the floodgates. They was like, yo, we can still cook people mid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And mid one comes back, and I have also been shocked at his resurgence.
You know what I feel like it is? He was stand-in for Tundra during one of the Wallachia.
Yes, he was.
And I feel like he played that tournament and he probably thought to himself, these guys are all bad. Like, they're all noobs. I can beat them. Like, they're not that good.
He still got it, and he's
Yeah.
been proving it.
For sure.
Although there was what was the idea that you and I had about like the old dog new tricks kind of thing, and how mid one slots into that?
I don't talk to you off camera, so I don't know what you're
It
trying
was
to do.
thankfully on camera.
I don't remember this.
It was. I thought it was like the immediate association that we have with certain heroes and players.
I remember we were talking about like Chens and things like that, and how certain supports are better at playing other heroes, and then you were referencing yourself. He was being self-deprecating.
As he
You
is.
meant it as a humor.
I see.
The best
I
kind of
remember that.
decating.
So,
Because you played a lot of Chen too. It's like all dog.
Yeah,
tricks.
but my Chen loses Holy Locket sometimes and loses a lot of games sometimes.
I feel like we
Yeah.
bullied him, and now he's. Yeah, I'm the Holy Locket guy.
it's not
You know
my-
No,
what?
I have more things than that. I'm the gyro guy.
You're the.
I'm the gyro guy. I'm the Holy Locket guy. I'm the last in the predictions guy. I got a lot of things going for me right now.
Listen, we're neck and neck for last, okay? So I'll probably lose today, and you'll be up there. Don't worry about it. I actually feel really bad. You're the TI winner guy.
Do you know what I also got mocked for yesterday? So we have to do our predictions.
No.
And Syndern, so this is what actually happened. I went to like fill out my predictions, and the first series of the day was Liquid versus Extreme. I put in Liquid, and then my girlfriend came in the room and started distracting me, so I couldn't fill out the rest of the form. And then by the time I got back to like see my WhatsApp, Syndern had taken a print screen of me only predicting Liquid as a win and not giving a shit about the rest of the team. And I was being mocked for that yesterday too, so.
You're getting mocked by Cinder, and that's a dog.
You know, as of today, I'm your Dream League lawyer,
Thank you.
Oh,
and any complaints or bullying directed towards my client will be addressed by me.
understood.
And if you speak to my client without my presence in a bad way, you shall be legally responsible for that. So.
I'll send a notarized letter telling him how much he sucks next time. Mouse versus Tundra. The draft is coming to you soon. I can't wait. Aiden, my best friend, are you also excited?
I've never been more excited to see Mouse playing against Thunder than I am right now.
But what if I told you there were also 105 points on the line?
Now I'm slightly less excited.
That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, there are no immediate points on the line because we still got to get through the entire round robin in this group stage 2. And it's just day 1. We still got a whole week of Dota, of 4 best of 3s every single day coming to you live on your screens. Game number 1, and Tundra, they ban out the Huskar, the Chen, and the Razor. Mouse, they take out Tiny, Batrider, Shadow Fiend, and Treant Protector. Tundra first pick themselves
Call
a
it.
Beastmaster.
GG. Game 2. Game 2.
You
Not a
really think it's
Beastmaster.
that dominant?
Not a Beastmaster. How can you win?
Yeah, not the hero, but the hero-player pairing is that dominant.
No, not really. But it's interesting to me because I feel like for about like 2 weeks out of the past 17 years, Beastmaster was like not picked, and now he's like back. First pick, Beastmaster has returned to the board.
What about his mid lane Aghanim Scepter, the unlimited
That's what I'm saying. Like this hero's just been broken for 17 years
yeah,
straight.
exactly.
Like if you go to my Dota 2 profile, I just have a picture of Beastmaster as my entire profile picture. Because also Saber asked me at some point, like, what hero should I play in the meta that's like kind of good? I just told him, just play Beast and don't worry about it. Hero's always amazing.
It'll be good at some point, no matter what.
I should learn this hero. Every time I play him, I have loads of fun, but he is quite fiddly if you're not good with micro. But
They've taken out a lot of his micro.
yeah, they have.
You don't even need to buy an Overlord as much anymore.
Such a
The
good
Hawk just does its thing.
Such a good hero, man.
Yeah.
You guys know what would be funny? because we've seen a lot of bait picks today. Obviously, they didn't work. But what if they pick this Beastmaster and then Maz is like, okay, this is 33 Beastmaster, and then when you're not expecting it, mid Beastmaster into offlane Largo with no Largo counters.
I think that's entirely possible.
You gotta watch out for that because Largo has not been addressed in the banning stage of either team.
Yeah. I mean, BZM Beastmaster is also very good. Like, Neta Beast is like, it has like +5 base damage compared to all of the Beastmasters.
So it feels.
But BZM is like +1. You know what I mean? It's also very, very strong.
Also, are you that eager to flex? Because can you do a 4-position Largo to fulfill the idea of the Dispel? Or do you specifically want it in the...
It's been banned now.
No.
You gotta keep it in mind for sure.
Rip.
Yeah, I mean, Mouse is very aware. I think with Warlock, you're kind of trying to address Beastmaster in the offlane, and when you do that, you also have to respect the fact that most likely Thunder now, since they know Warlock is above average matchup against Beast. Thunder might look to flex the Beast to mid, so now you have to ban offlane options to try to force Thunder into keeping that matchup a reality for you.
And they get their full support duo. Shadow Demon is the next pick for Mouse, and Tundra get Phoenix.
I always feel some kind of way when I see teams pick like, you go on your 9 pick, you pick a sub, and then on your 13 pick, you also pick a sub. To me, it kind of signals like some degree of weakness and that we don't really have core heroes that we believe in, that we are willing to just put out there and be like, hey, deal with this. And though Shadow Demon is a great hero and Warlock is too, it just, to me, it's something about it seems like always a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, it looks like the ones that have been coming out early for Mouse are things like the SF, if it's left in the draft. And for other teams, things like Kez come out pretty comfortably when they see an offlaner. But you are right that it's odd. Maybe it would be Razor if it's not perma-banned versus every single Mouse game.
Yeah. I mean, if I could see them pick Dragon Knight in that position too. I just feel like the way the bans look right now, I would say Tundra kind of has a little bit of an easier time picking their heroes. Because now Mouse has to come up with a double core pick. And I feel like their situation isn't really made that much easier by seeing Coddle and Phoenix. Like, it's not like they gained so much information here, and they're making a much stronger, educated guess.
Production, this is a weird one. But can you get a picture of King Charles I of England and put him next to Crystalis? Because they are fucking the same person.
King Charles the First
of England.
Okay.
King during the English Civil War and Crystalis. I'm not kidding. They could be the same fucking guy.
They're on it.
All right,
Ridiculous.
Is this a vampire theory?
Crystalis, having been executed by the Roundheads at the end of the English Civil War, then decided to go into hiding and bide his time until he could come back as a professional Dota player and get kicked routinely from teams.
The legacy lives on.
Would you call
A
that
modern day execution.
karmic justice
Karmic justice.
for King Charles?
Well,
Not for Crystalis. Crystalis doesn't deserve it, but for...
executed. That's as much karma as you need, I think. Then like, now you've been executed, we're going to bring you back and punish you again. You're going to get kicked from every team, unjustly so.
Poor guy. So Kez does come out, but it comes out after seeing the double support pick, which is definitely a less confident Kez pick, and it's not something we've seen Crystalis play, but I'm willing to bet that at this point everybody's been practicing Kez, and he probably should have a good understanding of it. I didn't really catch most of the games at Blast. Ted, do you remember seeing any Kez Crystalis games?
I don't remember. I have not seen Mouse, actually, oddly enough, in some time. I don't think I saw them at all at Blast. Either because we were there just for the last few days.
They were there, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I saw those games. I definitely didn't see any of them. Look, it's a very slow pan up to.
Okay, now show King Charles. Show King Charles.
Now show King Charles I.
In the meanwhile, Effie, your theory is correct. This will be Crystalis' first competitive game on Kez.
Oh my god, it's Crystalis or King Charles. I can't tell the difference.
I'm excited to see how much he's practiced this hero, because it's something that you do want in your arsenal, because what Aiden was talking about being to early pick a hero, you need more than just the Razor and SF so that you can first pick as your first core. But it looks honestly pretty good just because you look at these two supports, Phoenix plus Coddle, and the first thing you think of is how do I take advantage of these squishy supports with no stuns. The hero to me that usually comes to mind is like an Ember Spirit just chasing them down and making their lives hell. But Kez, in theory, does the same thing.
Though it's going to be...
What is Tundra doing here then? It's mid-beast.
It's mid-beast. I think it's a White Mon Phoenix and a Ori Coddle together with the Tidehunter. So I feel like for Tundra, they're very much setting up the wall. I feel like whenever you pick like Tide Beast, Coddle, this is like, we're gonna play our side of the map, we're gonna stack, we're gonna get a lot of items, and we're gonna hit our timings, and we're gonna play the economy game. Which, surprise, surprise, is what Tundra loves to do.
So what you're saying is it's going to be a long series.
Not necessarily, because Mouse, they kind of are very much of a tempo team. They will always look to set the pace, and they will look to invade these plays. And you have to look at like how well can Mouse achieve that. So we got Kez Warlock, which I think are quite strong if they get off to a good start. They have Stampede from across the map, and they're going to have Shadow Demon that's able to connect. So it's going to come down to, can mid one find a mid matchup that works against Beast? Because Beast is quite a tricky hero to counterpick. And how are they able to translate those advantages from the early game into invading stacks and attacking the Tundra side?
Interesting.
That's a good question because Tundra's draft is very good at defending high grounds and defending stacks. Like you have this Tidehunter who, if he's in the triangle and you're walking into a Ravage, that's not easy. You have this Coddle who's going to be illuminating and healing, and you have the area control of Phoenix later on. Tundra are not an easy team to run into.
For sure. And I would say the only drawback that the Tundra heroes do have is that they are quite reliant on items to deal damage. Like none of these heroes inherently deal a lot of damage just with their spells. Like you have Coddle Blast, but it's not really consistently going to hit. Tidehunter in of itself, just kind of low damage spells, and Beastmaster needs to get the axis going, and a lot of his damage comes from the Aghanims. So if they can abuse that advantage in the early game, Mouse has a quite clear opening into like invading the triangle.
I will open the possibility that it is a pure Beastmaster, because he has played it already in Dream League, and he played it in Blast as well. And Mouse suspected as well, because they ban out a mid-invoker or a carry gyrocopter.
That would be a cool flex, especially if they had the overall last pick. And it is.
Cool.
That is really cool. How does it play out though versus Centaur on lane?
I think it's fine. I think Beast, if anything, has a slight advantage, but it's nothing major. But I really like the Ember. I love the idea of not having... So one of the downsides to Beast and Tide is that they both kind of low impact heroes. They both just kind of want to hit creeps. They don't really want to do anything until they get their first round of items. And now they've strengthened up their triangle position. So if you think about the Dota map, they've put the two weak heroes on each side, and now they have an Ember in the middle that's going to help protect the triangle stacks, help protect their own jungles, and they have something to play around that's a bit more active in the early game. And I think this makes their draft a lot more well-rounded, and it gives them a much more clear way to progress the game than if they would have picked a carry hero, which almost always, even if it's a fast carry hero, is a lot slower than a fast mid hero.
And on top of that, they would have been taking away potentially a very good pick for Mouse as well, who are in a position right now where they're limited in their options. Because the point that I was making about Tundra's supports not really being able to defend themselves from something like an Ember, the same thing applies to the Mouse supports. Outside of Stampede, and if Shadow Demon has to just disrupt himself, that's not ideal. It could get scary for them too.
We'll see how mid one chooses to patch that up. Can't do Huskar, can't do Invoker, can't do Puck. There's always Void Spirit.
We're out of time.
Breakout.
A lot of really good bans. Like Huskar's out, DK's out, Viper's out. Like the really hard counters, SF was out, are kind of gone. So getting an Ember pick, like not last pick Ember, and knowing that you're going to be in a very decent matchup is quite rare. So yeah, just very smart drafting from Tundra. I feel like they really set up this whole draft very nicely to get themselves in a position that they're very comfortable with.
I think that Mouse's draft has a lot of potential too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that they can do. The big question mark is Chrysalis's debut Kez game in the competitive scene. What is it going to look like? Because if it's good, there's a lot of potential for him to just play really high tempo with the Storm Spirit from mid. Storm Spirit is not playing against that much lockdown. And Tundra are cooldown dependent. They have big spells. They've got Ravages and Supernovas, which are hard to run into. But if those are off cooldown, Mouse can easily take control of the map. So it's going to be a question mark of, do you got this, Chrysalis? We'll see.
At least in the downtime, I see now a lot more value for the Coddle pick as well, because the idea was set up a wall, and part of the wall will be Sleight of Fist constantly. Chakra
Right.
Magic plus that is going to push the wall back even further now.
Do you know what the best defense is?
A strong offense.
Exactly. Ember Coddle, they're going to be running and creating pressure so that the other heroes can farm.
If that were true, why'd we build all those castles?
But you have
When was the last time you built a
crossbows
castle?
in the castles, do you not?
Just saying, we did a lot of wars back then. Only recently have we decided castles are not the play. It's only because of gunpowder and cannons. The best defense is a good offense. Not true. For thousands of years, castles. Best defense. Castles.
What about moats?
Moats.
What about
Modern melee. A keep. A citadel. All this offense.
towers with
Castles.
archers? Towers with archers.
Where do they live?
In the
in the-
In a
castle.
castle. I rest my case.
Dota has towers. And you're supposed to defend them.
You are.
Actually, towers in Dota don't defend you. You defend them. I feel like there's something wrong there.
If you said the
You
best
think about
offense
that?
is overwhelming technological advantage, I would be with you.
Yep.
Defense of the Ancients. That's the game that we're playing, and it's the game that you're about to watch with Cap and SVJ.
Not only is it Crystalis's debut on Kez, he has only played 22 pubs of it and hasn't played it in over a year. Avery, if you could believe that.
Sounds like he has a Smurf hidden somewhere.
I don't know what you're talking about. Pro players don't have Smurfs anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly how practiced Crystalis is on Kez, I guess we'll never know.
How practice is the image on a ranged hero?
Well, that one we do kind of know.
I feel like every time he plays a ranged hero, the game goes pretty bad. And they pick him tough next game. So some question marks here on the Alice draft. They do have the mid one Storm, which went mega ham yesterday. Dropped like 17 kills in that one, so...
Is that why they went back to it? Do you feel like it was just comfort? Because there was this problem, right? Tundra actually disguised what their mid was going to be pretty well with this Beastmaster pickup. Maybe the assumption was it was mid. They banned a bunch of heroes that Beastmaster would presumably lose to. Huskar, Viper, etc. And then all of a sudden, surprise, it's a different mid-melee hero. It's Ember Spirit.
I think it was more just what mid one wants to play. He owned with it yesterday. There's not a lot of early stuns for the hero in this one. He should get off to a pretty good start. And it's a hero that can jump the backline, which is super strong for Tundra here in Coddle Phoenix because they picked 3 stun frontlaners. If they can protect the supports, they can do a lot of work over the course of a long fight. But if you get jumped by Storm and you're just killed, how good is this trio protecting those supports against like BKB Storm here? Not very good. So I kind of like the pick in that sense. Lane setups look pretty strong for Mouse across the board. Kez should win this lane absolutely against the Tide. You're just sitting food, especially with Keeper not doing much for you early. You're just going to stack, play the 33 economy game. Mid one should win mid here. And Centaur should do fine against carry Beastmaster. I can see this lane be kind of strong for Tundra, but you have Disruption. Centaur has high regen. You should be chill. So I think the lane stage looks pretty strong for Mouse across the board. Getting aggressive top 2. Puts damage in a white on.
33's back on his bullshit.
Yeah.
He's going, he went early ring into the Tranquil Boots, and he's going to be doing the disassembling trick again.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Boxy, 33. Those guys are actually made for each other in some ways.
Maybe they'll play again together someday, you know? Never know. Worked out pretty well the first time.
It does leave Ari trying to do weird pulling shenanigans. That's pretty hard to do against more mobile carries. Monkey King's pretty difficult, and I would say Kez is maybe just a step below Monkey King in that regard.
33 not going to be happy about all the extra gold going into this Kez right now, as he's going to struggle to stay on this lane. If the keeper's off, you can't really do anything in the 1-on-2 if the lane gets pushed up even deeper. And it also means there's not stacks being built up, which were blocked out. Yes.
I mean, if any hero can deal with Kez, like as soon as, because of the early pull and everything that they did, I could see it being tight winner, right? Because of the blubber, getting rid of the Kazurai Katana.
You can stand on the lane, but you're not. I think levels 3 to 5, it gets tough. Kez just overwhelms you with damage. He just chases you down forever.
Yeah, but I think he's just gonna go back and forth of like, he takes the damage, he walks away, blubbers off some of the damage, activates his Tranquil Boots. Gets full health, comes
Maybe
in for the
Tranquil.
wave. You know, like I could see him just kind of doing this on repeat and getting decent CS.
I'm sure he'll find something. He's got 7 in eyes already too, so the early wave pulling, doing some work. Not looking too bad for him. Double the CS mid almost. 21-5 versus that 13-1. Mid one putting work in on this matchup.
He's crushing it, man. BZM feels like he can't even stick around to contest for the water rune, so he goes for the other one, which probably means he missed some CS. Boom! He did have a Lotus, had a little bit to work with, tries to chop down Whitemon, and does manage to get that kill before he eventually goes down.
It's kind of worth it though, because the Beast got all the solo XP.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you want on this thing. So yeah, Boom gets the kill first, but you're happier in terms of the overall outcome for the Beastmaster relative to the Centaur, which is, you know, your end goal is to support here. I don't mind that trade for Whitemon. Did cost him a decent bit, but now he can bring items for Pure as well. So he gets the ferry out, full belt plus boots. This Beastmaster is kind of rocking it up here with some net worth early on and take the lead. Solid start for Pure, who has looked pretty good on this hero. Double off-lane meta for Tundra. Surprised teams haven't done more of this over the last 2 or 3 years. Especially in some of the patches where people are complaining a lot of the traditional agi carries are just terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, if off-laners are so strong, why not just play with 2 of them?
Yeah, Mitch, definitely going to be run down here. Tries to activate the Blood Grenade on Pure in order to get the kill, but Pure's tanky enough to survive.
Still a double fairy fire. They're just winning at 2v3 now. The more heroes you bring up here, the better it's going to go for Tundra, apparently. Though he's getting beat up by those neutral creeps.
You can also see the trend whenever it comes to... I feel like 33 teams, like 33 finds something, and he wants the entire team to employ it. And in this case, we saw Tranquil Boots being used on multiple members of Tundra, but we're also seeing a lot of half pulling, right? When they did the pull shenanigans, they made sure to get the half pull behind the tower, which is how 33 got so many denies in the first place. Seeing little half pulls out of the easy camp there. 6-minute power rune, hoping, praying it's bottom, and BZM is blessed. An arcane rune for the struggling Ember Spirit.
Kind of what Tundra want right now is all the attention fixed on mid, where this Ember is a very tough hero for Mouse to interact with in this game early on. Their supports do not do anything to him. No stuns, very little damage. It's just if Storm somehow solo kills him, which is very unlikely here.
Yeah.
If all the attention's going to mid, it means the Beast and Tide are getting solo XP. They're not getting forced off the lane. Mouse will go in and steal some neutral stacks. That's a little something going their way. Can they threaten 33 here, though? It looks incredible. Like,
No, he's full health. Look at him, he puts together his phase boots. He's gotten the use out of the Tranquil Boots, gotten through the laning phase. And now he needs to stand on this Wisdom Shrine. Disruption is going to make it so they steal it away from him anyway. Let's see if Tundra can get some punish out of this. They should be able to get 0 kills out of it. Okay,
you get nothing.
You have no stuns between this trio.
They did get the other shrine though,
They did.
so it's not the worst trade for them. Kind of surprised they didn't contest that faster. It was like, I don't know if Mal should have gotten away with that one there.
Well, I think it was probably because they were getting it on
Maybe,
the other side, right?
It's not like you're fighting the tide there. Your Kez is pretty low level. 33 is how low they are. They did not force his tide off the lane because Warlock's pretty bad at it. Now he has a Mega Wave on his tower because of all that creep pulling earlier. This is triple range creep flag bearer hitting tier 1 bottom. Has to be a response here from Mouse. This is a tremendous amount of XP installs from distance. You cannot suggest it. And your tower is just taking a beating.
You're walking into potential Ravage range, though. Celery, he tries to pull it, gets the triple range. Now Yamage, he gets the other half of the creep wave. Together, combined effort here. They get the creeps off the tower, but most of the damage is already done. 33 will finish it off here.
This is perfect lane manipulation from 33. He spent almost the whole lane not fighting the Kez, and then he just builds up this triple lane, pushes it straight to the tower with the level advantage. Kez does not want to fight the Ravage right now, not even level 6. Calls the supports to him, so you have numbers advantage to push him off the tower, and that's just a free tier 1. That is a perfect example of how to play a lane from a mechanic standpoint that is hero independent, right? He could have done this with any hero, and it would have generally worked.
Yeah.
To me, that's what separates him from a lot of other offlaners is his understanding of general situations is extremely good, almost independent of what he's playing, and then his mastery of his hero pool is also extremely good. So when you combine those two, it's like not as only is he making the right decision in the general moment, he's making the right decision on top of the general moment for his specific hero, and then you're just a good player. You know, you combine all that. It's pretty hard to argue with what he does. I think most of the time offlaners are way more skewed into one of those categories.
Yeah.
Like you're either a hero specialist, but sometimes your ideas, your macro, your mechanics lack a little because you're just such a hero specialist, or you're such a generalist that it's like, what is this guy known for? Well, he's just kind of a good player, but he's not really known for anything crazy.
Ravens fail will get Crystallis out of that situation nice and easy, but it doesn't stop the fact that Tundra walking away from this laning phase. I think pretty happy.
Oh, they're chilling. Beast is farming Ancients. Tide's free farming a lane. All the attention's going into the Ember, who has the support backup.
It's really just BZM who is the one struggling here, needs some help, and he bursted down.
Where were the remnants? He had one in the river. Just never jumped to anything, had no shield.
Midwan with his haste rune continues. Man, he is just devastating Tundra. All of a sudden, this is just a terrible situation for Tundra.
That haste rune did work. Nice little pressure point for Mouse with that power rune. Storm has almost complete free mobility this game, though the Ember still had that remnant in the river.
He's gonna come back and try and attack those supports. Does not get him. They'll get the golem out of this situation, so pressure is relieved on the tower at least.
33 did not want to TP into mid and use Ravage defensively like that, though.
No, certainly not.
So Mal's get a decent reaction out of him. Not slowing down this Beastmaster at all, but you got to pick your points here in the early game. Could maybe TP out smoke to him with this Storm now. That's kind of your last opportunity to make a play on here in this early game. It's tempting here to try and slow him down.
33, as gracious as he is, will allow BZM to take part in this ancient stack, and will even leave him two of the biggest creeps, the juiciest, primest choice of meat.
They will make that smoke tank against the Beast. This is a nice move if you can land it.
Pure not having any mana right now. He's got stick charges. He can turn around and roar. Gets grabbed as he tries to turn around. BZM to the rescue. And that is enough. It pushes them off of Pure. Not that I think he was really in that much danger anyway.
TP down. The tide up here, so Tundra have to fight this now.
33 is just getting pummeled right now. Without any Ravage, really all he is a punching bag. Stampede goes out. Maus are unsure of what they're doing here. Are they going into Tundra or not? Hard to make that call, I guess, with a potential Phoenix egg. They don't know it, but he actually went 1, 2, 3, no egg.
Yeah, egg's a trash spell, as Quinn said.
I guess don't even level it.
Surprised Tundra are reacting this much. Usually they're not a team that reacts to these kind of plays. It's not like Maus are getting a lot out of the reaction, but they're getting towers and they're wasting a bunch of this Tide's time.
I think it's about the matchup, right? I think Extreme tried to react to Liquid. Maus, I think, is a similar type of team where after the laning phase, I think I want to respond with as many heroes as possible whenever they make a move. Now, maybe they're overreacting to it, but I do kind of feel like that was the game plan drawn up from the start.
Yeah, that's fine. You guaranteed your beast game here. That's Ag's done for Pure at an incredibly good time. So that's all you really need here. Now you're just kind of grouping up mid. Vlad's is done. Not Wraith Pack, but beggars can't be choosers. 33 will do his best cosplay impression of his TI victory.
Well, if you do combine Vlad's with Beastmaster Ag's Drum Aura,
that's basically Wraith Pack.
Combined with Sunray, I feel like every single, about half of Tundra games, you're kind of like just making some sort of version of Wraith Pack, you know?
That's a good point.
33 has the Ravage here. Midwan trying to get him to use it without blowing too much, but Yamich is going to get caught from behind by BCM. Zip for the regen rune. Ooh, regen rune. Now that's a rune that Maus might still want to fight for despite losing their Shadow Demon. Midwan jumping all around. More damage being thrown at 33. 33 refusing to use that Ravage.
No point throwing it out unless you can chain the chains on top of it. Those are your only stuns here, so it's all mostly just a bait.
1, 2, 4. Man, Whitemon really committed to it.
They're just
maxed out Sunray.
A little close on the timer, but this is way faster than I thought it was going to be. Just strength of the Ag Beast. Chakra magic on top. This is definitely not a move Maus expected at all.
Crazy. 1450 Roshan.
That was very decisive, very fast. Very good use of their lineup. Ember just running interference mid. Was Vessel charges for BZM off that kill. Try and bring down another golem before it expires, plus 100. A little concerned for Maus's anti-heal. Like, there's a lot of heal from this Phoenix Coddle going behind these big boys on the front line.
Yep.
And you don't really have any anti-healing in your lineup. You could maybe get a Shiva's on Centaur or Storm, but you have no real Scotty buyer, no Vessel buyer in this lineup. It's a little sad there. Like, it's not, these heroes are going to be tanked.
What do you think about the very fast Lotus Rush for Boot? Halbadom, no boot, straight to Lotus.
Pretty good Lotus game against the Beast Roar, the Chains that are one of their only disables. Get debuff all the spirit, all the fire spirits. It is a good Lotus Roar game. It'll be nice for Storm going in. Like, he gets Chains, you Lotused him. I mean, you're really not worried about a lot. Though he does get eventually found here. I felt like that was going to happen once in this early game. Sure. So if you get changed into the Ravage. Pretty much the only way he dies. But as long as you catch him once or twice, you're going to feel great about it.
It does feel like between the Aegis and the lack of anti-heal you were talking about, it's not like Maus can really take advantage of the Ravage being on cooldown.
Nah, it's tough. You can even potentially buy early Tide Shard in this game if you really want to punish the Storm a little more. Like, if you think the Storm's not going to go in early BKB or anything, it's Dead in the Water could come into play. There's the Deso for the Kez. This is kind of the time for Maus to strike. You have your Lotus on the Centaur, you have your Deso Kez. You really want to get a fight going there.
Got a silence on the Phoenix, and the Phoenix is going to
he was
die.
really far up.
Whitemon, yeah. That was a little bit curious, and of course now they have the numbers advantage. They're feeling good about this situation. No Ravage, no Phoenix. Go for it. They've taken out Pure underneath the tier 2. Chrysalis now activating the Raptor Dance, putting some damage on at 33. Golden's going to be dropped on the two of them with a stomp over that one. Pure is going to die again without getting much damage out at all.
What was that?
I would say a rare slip up from White Mom.
I would agree. Like, he is super far behind this tower. On the last hero, you want going down early in this fight.
Did they think that Mouse weren't going to fight? Like he was getting a ward down?
I think he just got caught off guard, yeah. Like, I think he just wants to get the ward out to set up for this fight, but Mouse were there faster than they anticipated. And it's just kind of a disaster because, yeah, you get to roar Warlock, that's great, but there's Disruption to counter you, so you can never kind of go for these solo kills on a setup formation. And you have no Ravage to bail you out of a clump fight like this. It just gets melted by Golem, Shadow Demon burst damage.
Bad calls.
Yeah, I was just, that's the same expression I had. What the hell was that?
Well, that gave some Deathloop charges to Chrysalis, but now he's trying to flee for his life here, teleport away, and he is not going to make it. Flight Chain stops him in time. DCM.
A lot of poison stacks on that.
Does have a lot.
That's level 1 poison, never
him.
mind.
Oh.
There's no shot at killing him.
Maybe it's a bluff.
We'll see what this poison ticks out. It does absolutely nothing. You're getting some work done mid.
You're
That's
really
damage.
like roaring the Warlock, and they're going to Ravage on mid 1-2. He didn't have much mana to work with.
Yeah, I think he was
like.
I think he didn't have to Ravage him because he was out of mana, but you can't really argue with it. If you get Ravaged for Storm this game, you take it every time.
I don't know what just happened.
That they just got team wiped across the map. That's what just happened. Now it's completely crumbling here.
Tundra somehow stronger without an Aegis.
It is quite unexpected that Tundra would be finding the most openings they are in this game by not grouping up. When you look at this lineup. When they group up, okay, you see it all come together. Like maybe the 5-on-5s are tough. But Mouse have won the 5-on-5. And they're losing the war across the map. Not what you would have expected with like this Orm Kez lineup that can pick people off and have the better range of initiation. Definitely a peculiar game in that sense.
Time to do Tormentor. Pure and Whitemon are going to head through the gate. We'll see Mouse
also
trying
want
to
do a
test.
Like, you still have this Deso Kez that wants to fight. Wants to get some stuff done right now.
Boom is also exceptionally tanky. He's got an Essence Ring, and he also has a great healing boost. So he's got 2,200 HP. Then you added another 400 for the heal for the Healing Lotus, another 240 off of the Essence Ring. He's almost 3,000 HP at 20 minutes.
Solid resistances early as well. He already has Cloak plus armor from the Lotus Orb, so he's already up to 50% resist across the board. That's a lot of HP to get through. If the Beast gets to there and bang on him, yeah, you'll bring it down. But this is not the target the Beast wants to go on. So you're probably in a situation where you know as Boom, I am not a target. If I just go in aggressively, cause some chaos, maybe tank some spells, that's max value for my lineup. Create space for the Kez to go in and be your pure damage dealer. Even throw the Disseminate on this guy when he goes.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
But if I'm Tundra, I'm also trying to ignore him as much as possible. Find the supports, bring the Kez down, land a couple of my stuns or chains on the Storm. That's what a successful fight looks like. And the Wraith Pact is online. Type, Vlad's done.
Wow.
It's a homemade Wraith Pact, you know?
Tundra aren't here in force.
Oh, he found mid one. What?
Oh, that is
Just
really
killed
going to
him.
hurt Mouse here. They can't take this fight anymore. 33 knows it too, even without the Ravage. He's chasing after him. So is BZM. Got the chains onto two. Immediately going to be cleansed off though. Nice quick reaction. They get back safely. It should allow Tundra just go back to take the Tormentor.
Great solo kill. It's the power of this hero, man. Damage scales up so fast in the early game.
So what, they both thought they were going to be able to get through gate, and Whitemon, he was just sitting there on the high ground. Mid one walked into him.
No, Pure just went back through the gate.
Oh.
As Mid one wanted to get to the gate to go up there. And he just killed him. I think he saw him on these wards that are all around this bottom area of the map.
Yeah. What a read. And he's going to have BKB. Well, he's now untouchable.
Yeah, he is straight jacked. He's a problem for Mouse right now. With this early BKB, he had nothing to put in. I guess you get demonic purge plus guys damage.
Because desperately needs BKB. It's just gonna have to be Mouse. Splitting the map, ratting, which isn't really what you think of. No, when it comes to Mouse gameplay. Man, look at that summary. I'm telling you, man, Hotspot does.
Oh, I'm fully behind this build. When you get it cooking, it's a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage.
He blows heroes up.
Dude, he's just destroying them down here. The wards never got killed.
Oh, I got him on the anchor, but you can't stop him going through the gate. He's gonna kill it, and he's gonna get his zip away. He's fine.
But you're still forcing Storm off the map.
Yeah.
As good as a kill. There's no galvanized stacks being built for mid-war in this game. There's no snowball happening. Pure has just controlled this bottom half of the Radiant jungle. And you look at how many sentries went down there from Dire as well. It's insane. Like, they had a very clear idea of where this Kez needed to farm, and they punished it very hard.
I do love watching Pure on like off-meta carries.
That's where he shines.
He's Dawnbreaker, Beastmaster now.
That's where he's always shined, in my opinion, to be honest. Even when he made his appearance in the scene, it was like carry Lesh, carry OD, carry Pudge.
Oh yeah,
you know,
carry Pudge.
Something about him on these weird heroes is just goated. Nobody wants to see you like Pure terribly, you know? Like,
yeah.
Please no.
Being hunted right now, mid one. Slight chains. The Sunray burning him away. Better hope that's not a pause for mid one.
I think he's fine here, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine as long as he's not the one lagging.
There's no follow-up stun. Unless he, like, gets low and jumps into 33 or something, which I guess could happen. He's chilling.
His TP is on cooldown, so he's gonna zip away. As long as he doesn't, as you said, zip into...
Yes, thank you, Synderen.
Synderen does have the best reactions. Hello? All right, there we go.
Into the hands of an angel, Boomsday.
Oh, he just brought them.
Oh, okay.
The whole Tundra squad just followed mid one directly into Celery.
Look at that damage.
And boom. Good.
Look at the damage. He just almost solo killed him with the hotspot Aethelin. So.
Yep.
1,800 damage. This is the Phoenix that I've been wanting to see.
This is the real Phoenix. It's Sunray with hotspot.
Yeah, it is. That's why I didn't really understand. Like, everyone's playing this hero, but they're all going this dying light, and they're not even farming with it. I was just mega confused. If you take that facet and you're like, farming out of control with it or something, I kind of understand. But
yes.
If you're just playing a backline Phoenix and you want to have more impact in the fight, to me, this is the damage build, the premier damage fallout build. Now, not every game is a game you're looking for damage fallout from the Phoenix. But if you're in a game like this where you have 2 offlaners, 3 frontliners, all with some stuns, your role is damage follow-up, right? This build makes perfect sense to me.
No, I think it's a lineup that sets Phoenix up for success, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Like Chains, Roar, Ravage, and Dead in the Water, all really good to combo with Sunray.
And they have BKB stun with the Beast. If you want to just like BKB run at this hero, which sometimes he suffers against.
Sure.
I agree, they're just running the map right now. Mal's struggling to find a kill connection anywhere.
And Boom is desperately trying to like, guys, hit me. The sad part is, as tanky as he is, that stun ray burns him up, where the rest of Tundra really can't.
Oh, Pure just, if he finds mid one again.
Zip, zip, zip. Oh, got him on the dead in the water.
Good disruption.
Disruption goes out, but the anchor's still going to be there, and I don't think there's a way to solve that. Nobody can kill the anchor for him.
He's just getting abused.
Don't have to roar, don't have to ravage. Now the ravage ready to go, 1 second. 33, while they lead off the roar. Got the Shadow Demon at that one. Supernova's going to be used here on the side. Now the ravage goes through.
Perfect time, too.
Hits Boom, hits Kez. Chrysalis has to pop his BKB and run away. He may still die here. Gets a grab for the club. Lyra, nicely played. The Echo killed Whitemon with it.
Got it. Dove into it.
That's funny.
It's like you dive into the katana execution. Take me instead. Did a lot of damage to him. Well, Mal's getting something out of that. Still. Not pretty though. Storm going down again. He's down to 3 galvanized stacks.
Well, I will say, Maus are very far behind. Not looking great for them, but I do think Chrysalis' Kez doesn't look too bad.
No, he looks fine on the hero.
Back in a stomp on BCM. Ooh,
Oh,
that
they dodged
disrupts it
the
right as they
silence.
went for the silence. That is unfortunate because with the silence, there was a chance.
Look at Pure. He's flanking right now. He wants the SD.
Got the dead water on the Shadow Demon. He's up on the high ground though. Not sure how much Tundra really want to chase after that. The Coddle. Sunray Burn going out. It will not be able to keep the Coddle alive, but it is doing a lot of damage. They've already killed Celery, and Boom is almost dead as well. Crystal's still going to chase after Whitemon, though. Hits him with the silence. Combined with mid one, they're going to hunt down this Phoenix and finally do kill him. Now they just got to run away, though, because the cores are too... tough to handle, as seen from Pure. Once again, solos mid one and walks away as the final drum beat plays out his execution.
I like Mal's going for the supports here. I think that is the correct call. Maybe it's something they needed to prioritize earlier on. Because if you take them out, you remove a lot of sustain and damage from the fight. It's just too little too late. This beast is completely out of control. He just flanks that entire fight solo. Has his choice of who to roar, gets to hold it the whole time. He's just so over-leveled, so over-farming. Look at Pure. He's like, who do I want here? I could just roar and kill damage, but nah, that is too easy. I'm just gonna hold it the entire time and just walk him down.
He really did.
You know, it's like, yeah, you're killing the backline here. You get Whitemon, no real egg pressure in this fight. It's looking okay, but the beast is just, he's just doing beast. He's just slaughtering you. Yeah, it doesn't even finish him here.
Oh. That was bad. Yes.
You might find him again. Oh my god. He found him again.
Got him again.
Brother.
All right, well, apparently,
Brother.
the matchup was not about mid one versus BZM. It's about Pure versus mid one.
I don't think we're going to see him. On this hero again. This was a disgusting performance. Vintage Pure right here. Just look at the net worth explosion. Doubling him up. Mid one is just Pure's Midas.
Oh, man. Pure, confident as always with the Aegis. In hand is hitting buildings. doesn't even feel like he needs much of his team.
He's the whole 24 almost. What the hell is his XPM? That 1,080. That is
1,080
disgusting,
experience
dude.
per minute.
Shit.
Wow. Wow.
What the hell is that? He has a Swift Link. What in the... I can't believe they haven't called it yet. What? He's gonna do it again, dude. Stop. Just stop, man.
Holy shit.
It's level 24 and a half.
Pure is such a monster when he's on. He's like one of the scariest carries in the world.
And when he's not on,
Scary for somebody. Constant heals coming in between.
yeah, I guess that's true. Like, he is always one of the scariest carries in the world. It's either scary for them or scary for you. But he's scary, one way or another. That is undeniable.
That boom can confirm.
Oh yeah, he was scary. Yeah. No one else was scared of him. They were scared of him.
I just want to see him get 25.
Yeah, I think like his XP record.
Can he
close.
get? Level 25 to close this out.
Oh yeah, he got it.
He got it. Level 25 in 30 minutes. That is gotta be a record.
He has 1150 XPM.
No, he's just not gonna get it.
Lord, that is a disgusting number. I'm sure 33's like, why can't you just do that every time?
Don't forget that he also had that like bad blink in and on the tier 2. Game could have been even better in some ways.
Yeah, that killed. He probably would have like 1200 XPM or something without that bottom fight. That's just destruction, pure destruction right there. I do like Tundra's draft a little better. I think it's hard for Mouse to find early kills in this game with the Ember just kind of running interference. And then it comes down to side lane execution. Centaur is not going to find a huge amount there. The one lane that they could have maybe got more in is this Kez lane. Like, if you could just kind of pseudo tri-lane Kez and play through him. But they don't have the Yamich melee hero to do that. Normally, I think if they have the Pudge or Tusk, you could just go to this Kez lane and try and kill 33 a bunch. Get that snowballing and find some more momentum. But with Shadow Demon Warlock, you have to play a different style. And I don't think it's Mouse's style. I don't think they're comfortable with that. And it gives a lot of freedom to a team that is extremely efficient in terms of farming up gold and using it well. 11, 1, and 11 for Pure. That is a stat line we're not going to see very often. And over 1,100 experience per minute. Somebody explain to me how that is legal.
All ones in the KDA carry of.
Well, we've got a lawyer. We've got 2 lawyers actually on our panel. Can either of you speak to the legality of getting quadruple digit XPM on a Beastmaster? I present that case to the court. Exactly. Speechless. stunned. No idea what to make of such a Beastmaster performance.
Befuddled,
No,
baffled, we are.
Yeah, it was really, really cool to see Pure step up. I feel like he's had maybe not his best tournament, and I feel like he had moments in this game that were not, you know, like moments of brilliance. There was a tier 2 dive bottom, but I feel like overall, if you look at how he played this game, it was very well executed, and this was one of my favorite moments in this game. We're gonna take a closer look at it in slow motion later, but him jumping the storm and just like doing the slow walk away, understanding his damage perfectly, knowing
You're
like
done.
yeah.
Yeah. SBD brought up a good point that he thinks the SD plus Warlock aren't really a Mao's thing, and we did look closer at their supports yesterday. But this is the first ranged 4 that Yamcha has played this Dream League. Like, this is the first time he's busted out something that isn't a melee boy. And when you have Warlock all the time, that's fine. Warlock fits this team very well. Usually, Yamcha is the one who fills the boxes that hero provides as support with his clocks and his tusks and his pudges and whatnot. So they did kind of stray a little bit from a formula that really works for them. But it also just felt like they got outplayed and outpaced, which can happen when you go up against Tundra.
It's multiple out of the comfort zone things because Yamich doing that, and then Kez playing Crispus for the first time in his competitive history.
Yeah, I will defer to what I heard Quinn and Insania talking about, which is Kez is a counter pick hero. You don't pick him third overall and then go like, now we'll find some other stuff, that it didn't really work. I feel like Beastmaster and Tundra just feel like the guy. And I know that 33 was the player that we thought was going to be playing Beastmaster, but you could put this hero pretty much anywhere. And he's just good. He's just the core. He farms well, he does a lot of damage, he's tanky, equally personally disable, map presence. What do you do against that? Genuinely, what do you do? So,
He does everything. He's like a Tide and a TA built in together.
Gives you everything.
Gives you everything.
Speaking of Tide, I thought the Tide pick looked great in
Yeah.
that game. I mean, that was the most impact I've seen a Tide with Ravage on cooldown have. Ravage on cooldown have in the map in the first 15 minutes. Like, he didn't have Ravage, he was defending mid tower without Ravage. He kind of had this read that they couldn't kill him, that his Kraken Shell was just gonna debuff everything, and watching 33 just stand in front of the mid tower with like 30% of his HP, defend it, and then walk top was really funny, because then when he walked top, they tried to kill him again, and then guess what? He just didn't die. And it felt like there was so much going on in this game in the early game that was really subtle, but a lot of that I would actually attribute to Tide in the way that he moved around in this game. And when you think about it, Tide versus Kez is a bit of a rough matchup for Kez, right? Not necessarily the lane, but Tide is always dispelling with his Kraken Shell, and that's where Kez's damage comes from. It comes from the Kazurai Katana, and if you have any kind of dispel, he doesn't provide that insane output of damage that we know from him. So this Tide response and this like, oh, we're gonna flex the Beastmaster, you're not gonna see it coming, and then they pull out a Tide to counter the Kez in that sense. That was really cool.
Yeah. I wanted to also just show you guys some of the clips that I took out for this game. I feel like, so it's Battle of the Carries, in my mind. That's really all I'm focused on for this one. And there is a moment in the early game here where Pure is gonna really give it to Crystallis. He just blinks in, roars, and essentially solo kills him. He's just like, get out of my map. You know? Goodbye. And then here in the mid lane, it's like, when we talk about like Pure and being flashy and these Dio moments, this to me is like why don't you just hit him an extra time? Because it's cooler to let the Aghanims do the work. And these are like the two things that I saw in this game that I thought were really cool. I'm sure Crystallis is going to bounce back and like strike back at him, but
Sure.
I feel like these things, it speaks to Pure, you know, as a player. And I feel like that is the kind of stuff that you look for. That is why you remember him. You're like, which kind of idiot doesn't just hit him? Imagine Storm lives it. It's definitely happened to him before that the Storm survives. But he's going to go for it every single time.
There's the ego play, which is not looking at it, or if you're from 33's perspective, it's simply inefficient to waste the time for another auto attack. You know, like whenever you have a Radiance, then you just hit the neutral creeps just enough and you start walking away, they're going to aggro to you. You're going to burn them down.
That's a repeat thing, though. Like, if you do that over the course of an entire game, you're actually saving seconds.
Okay.
Whereas the not hitting Storm that one extra time to make sure that he dies for sure.
What if he missed the last hit mid?
He didn't. There was no creep wave there.
Well, what if he did?
Well, but he didn't.
That was definitely like a cool kick.
That was
Don't look at explosion
definitely like he
moment.
knows when he's doing it that we're watching the play happen on stream, and we're gonna think, okay, I respect that.
Oh no, we'll say, you know, in the NBA, I know you like basketball. You know when people shoot the three and then turn away and it doesn't go in?
There's a famous shot of some player doing this to the crowd.
And it just bounces.
It's bouncing out of the rim.
Oof.
Is it worth it? Or like sometimes in the NFL, you'll see those guys, as they're running across the line into the touchdown, they drop the ball so they can start celebrating. And it's like, no, dude, you dropped the ball. What are you doing? So, all right, sometimes it looks really cool. It's like, oh, he just did it. But why not just, I guess that's why some people make it, is because they're willing to push constantly.
Yeah.
And they have that cockiness. So you got to give it to him. But I personally would take the just fucking hit him one more time.
I promise you, Crystallis would have hit him one more time. I promise you, Crystallis would have hit
That's a great example of the difference between the two
exactly.
carries.
No, but that's the point. Pure will do that if he can. I think he lives for those moments.
Right.
It's like with Saberlight. I feel like Saber was also this kind of guy. Like, he always wants the highlight reel.
The aura play.
Exactly. He will go for it.
And that's why sometimes it can be hit or miss, right? You're like, why did you do that? Why did you buy that rapier there? This is not the same point, so I feel like I'm diverting right now, but I do want to shout out Whitemon's Phoenix, because Phoenix has been unjustly getting flack from the panel, you know? A lot of people are like, boo, Phoenix sucks, and as a Phoenix defender and enthusiast, I would like to say that Whitemon showed us what a Phoenix looks like and why he is strong. Like, playing on the hotspot, like the value he was getting on the stun rates, he was just shredding people. Like, that combo with Ember, they were destructive. Like, that fight bottom that looked really good for Mouse, where they defended, and they just stayed 30 seconds later, and then boom, here come Ember and Phoenix, and they're gonna kill your carry, and they're gonna kill everybody else. Like, Mouse didn't see that coming. When people were dead and respawning, they're like, surely we're safe here. Nope, because Phoenix is alive. And Phoenix owns. And I say this passionately because he's been getting flamed.
You're in group stage 1. I'm ready to reevaluate, put them under a new microscope now that the winning teams that survived through group stage 1 are now showing us what these heroes are capable of in a group stage 2. And we need to see what else Mouse is capable as we get ready for game number 2 after the break.
Anjing, coba namanya mau buat itu kita ini tadi sih itu mel. Ya kita mau buat terima. Ya tanam. Kemerdekaan. Paninya ngobrol isu so, paninya pokoknya. Aduh. Iya tuh kan enak main ya. Rombongan baik. Rombongan baik. Aduh.